Alright, well I'm back and I've washed it. Done the best I could with these areas. They're kind of a problem. There was some, I thought it was red paint here, but I think it was actually red candle. And I scraped that. I've got a little, oh, I don't have it handy. I have like a little plastic spatula thing. You can just use a regular spatula for your kitchen as long as it's plastic. And it'll probably be fine. But see, so, I noticed it came off with my nail, but then when I did that, a little bit of the finish came off, and then I have these other little places that I want to touch up. So, over time, I've just saved different colors of, just say, wax, colored wax that children use. You know, I'm not going to use a brand name because we got problems. But anyway, I've saved them and in some different shades because sometimes you've got to mix them. And you can buy certain wood shades and crayons and markers now too. And but it's really this easy. I just go along with the you know, in the direction of the grain. And you can even go over the scratch a little. It's okay. You're just gonna wax it in there. On the sides, like here, you could get a little bit more of it exposed, and then just run it. This seems to be just the right color for this. And you know, never afraid to kind of, you know, when I feel the groove of it, to just kind of rub against it so it will grab it in there, like the tooth. So, let's see here. Make sure it gets in there. I was going to show you this. This is a way you can organize things in a drawer. A lot of the little things like this. You just use your labeler. You can make them look prettier, but gives them handy because I've got a drawer in the bedroom that is a divider in it, and it's just perfect for these. So anything little, paper clips, earbuds, miscellaneous, yeah, and it's really handy. Anyway, so I had my little wood furniture crayon in here. It's part of that. So the room was kind of dark, so I just grabbed them all. Okay, so anyway, back to what I was doing. But I wanted to show you that. It was pretty cool. I want you to think I was like eating tons and tons of Altoids. I'm not really a big fan. I know some people, they just buy the Altoids and they dump them out. They just want the tin. Maybe Altoids should just sell tins for some people. Sorry about my voice. I'm getting over a cold, and it's very much in my throat. Okay, so rubbing. There's this nice big scratch there. I don't know if you can see that. The other beautiful thing about crayons is that because it's wax, it can actually help. It can help something like this slide. Slide where it's supposed to slide. So I take it's a little bit damp, but that's okay. It doesn't have really any moisture in it. Just gotta try to rub it in so we can take a look. Take a look at how that worked. Get in there. The camera woman is, well, the camera woman leaves a lot to be desired, I'll tell you that. Because it's me. If you'd like to donate to the tripod account, feel free. Next time you see me, give me $1. Okay, I think what we need to do, because it's too light, I have a black one here. Oop. It's a really cheapy brand. See what we get. See what we get. So normally I would use my hand that's holding the camera. I'd use it to hold down this thing. This is going to be a little tricky. I mean, it's not terrible. Not terrible damage at all, but it really just wants to show up, doesn't it? Maybe I need to do a little bit more. A little bit more scraping to it so we can get more of a toothy, they call a tooth, you know, give it a little bit more of a surface that can grab. We can grab the crayon in there. It's showing up a lot more through the looking through my phone than it is in person. You know, when I'm just looking at it straight on, it's not too bad. I think that'll be okay. Let's see what we got over here. See this, if it doesn't accept it well, I may have to just sand that down. I'm just not much of a refinisher. I had some Minwax stuff. Oops, sorry. Oh yeah, it definitely shows up a lot more on the cell phone. This is as exciting as watching paint dry, isn't it? Well, if you don't like to do this stuff, it is. Okay. If you like to pay, you know, $20 for something that's worth a lot more, or, oops, sorry about my finger, or have, you know, if you have something you already like and you can make it nicer or keep it longer so it looks better. And why not? Okay, so down here. Oh, there's my little scraper. See that little brown thing there? And this is made by Pampered Chef, and they sell it for scraping their baking stones. It's handy, you know, but it's nice thing about it, you don't have to worry about it. You know, if you had to scrape something like this, I would have to really work hard. I'd have to work really hard to damage that wood with that. So it's really soft. And see here, I'm going in all different directions because I really want it to grab in there. Grab it, grab it. Using the scientific principle of gravity. You've heard of gravity, right? That's my dad joke. My son's over here. He loves my dad jokes. Okay. That looks pretty. Almost not there anymore. You could use a paper towel to rub it too. I just happen to have cloths and these cloths too. I got these at Sam's Club. They were like really cheap. I bought this huge bag of them. I guess it's enough for a hotel or something. So I don't worry about it. You know, if you see me, oh, you're getting crayon on the towel. I don't care. Okay. work rag. And again, I'm doing this for myself. This is not by any means this is not a museum fix it up or anything. just so you know, professional. Do not try this at home. Or you can, of course. It's just for you. Look at that nice. You know, if I could, actually I probably could, I might take a little sandpaper. If I sand that, I bet you this, this lighter layer will really show up and be really pretty. I can tell you. I've been watching what people do when they're refurbishing, fixing it, but they think they're refurbishing furniture lately, is they just paint it with that chalk paint stuff. And some people can do it well. I saw a lady the other day, she did a good job with it. The right color and the right kind of piece to use it on. You know, it really should kind of be used on a lost cause, not on a piece that still has a pretty, you know, pretty patina and everything. If there's any way you cannot do it, I think you shouldn't. I know usually when you paint wood, it comes a time when you do regret that you painted it. And when you try to take that paint off, you try to get it back to how it was. It's nearly impossible. Okay, now I'm going to go a little bit more here. Yeah, look at those edges. That's. What do you think so far? Give me a like if you think it looks good. Throw me a like. Then I will know. I think it looks good. I will give myself a like. Okay. These are my big hot plans for the weekend, is doing this. I'm going to use this like a nice good shiny furniture glaze on it. Well, I wouldn't want it to be too shiny, but you know, just something kind of seal that in. There was a little bit of paint on the handle. Considering how old it is, it's really excellent. It's been in excellent shape. Even before I started working on it, it was excellent shape for if it was like 100 years old, like I think it is. I did a little research though. I had a little trouble with my vision, so still about a week post eye surgery for cataracts, so it's really best that I just stay home and play with furniture. Okay. Get those edges. Anyway, so that might be the best I can do with this thing here. I'd really like to get that better. I may have to go and get some of the stuff that is actually made. It's actually made for this, so. Anyway, I think that was red, like candle drippage. That's what I think it is. You know what I'm going to do? I'll just go over the whole this little zone here. It won't hurt to give it a good waxing. There's the black one. You really don't want it to look all solid. I suppose you could probably, I just thought of this, you could probably apply a hairdryer to it a little bit to soften that wax of the crayon. Why not? Wouldn't overdo it, just a little bit of a, of course the rubbing I'm doing is friction, so that's heating it up. Hopefully by doing it all over the area, that will kind of blend it. Let's see if I hold this so it's not scooting all over the place. I think it's quite a bit, you can still see it because we know it's there. But it's quite a bit more hidden than it was, I would say. And over here, I'm going to put a little bit of black in these. There's little ridges that's what's actually showing up, is the little gouges in the grain in the wood. Some of the black wax in there, and that should just make sense to me. Some mood music for waxing furniture. Oh. The best I can do with that, because never say never. I'm going to give it another once over real quick. And the great thing about shooting as a video, I'm actually doing this live as I record it, but the thing about it is I can see the time on it, and I've spent almost 20 minutes, and I think that's more than enough time to spend on this stage of it. Now, I'm pretty good. I don't want to be, don't have to go into every little nook and cranny. I think it looks better. We can compare the before and after later. And the next thing I'll show you, the next video will be, I'll show you how these, this slides, and I've tightened it up, but it's still a little tight. I'd like it to be smoother. So that'll be the next thing we're going to start on, because I don't want it to be, super slick, where it just swings wildly out of place. Little spot I I missed. I don't want it to go too wildly out of place, but I do want it to slide a little easier, not so, jerky the way it's doing. So that's what we will do next. And so I'll see you in a few minutes. Thanks for watching.